Yo, One Piece chapter 1123, titled The Void Fortnite. And not spelled Fortnite like the game, we're saying Fortnite like the night before. Just to say, I am excited. It is Thursday, almost 12 midnight, but I'm here for some One Piece. I need to get this done. I need to read this. Obviously, we have the Yamato cover story, The Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 11, Enemies Forced to Share Odin. And these were the kids that were throwing rocks at Yamato, and Denjiro caught them. I didn't catch that the first time that I saw the cover story last time, but that is what happened. So now, obviously, hey, it's Kaido's kid, but they're a good person. But let's move on to the chapter, because the chapter, last one, ended off with that massive Conquerors hockey emission from Emmett because of Joy Boy's hockey knot, which everyone is connecting to the Witheria technology, which is amazing. And obviously the Sunny flying. Was it onto the ELBAAFFFF ship, or did it land? Man, I actually don't remember. Alright, but let's just move on. The aftermath of hockey, and the cloud did split. I did notice that on the reread, the biggest Conquerors hockey blast we've ever seen. Let's get started. Egghead Island, respond. What's your status? All the Navy soldiers, all the fodder knocked out on their ships. The Seraphim. Wake up, guys. The Straw Hats are escaping. So the Seraphim, my brain is saying Sephiroth for some reason. The Seraphim are actually tending to the Vice Admiral. So even the Vice Admirals, like Dahl, like Hulk Hogan, they were knocked out in the end. Damn. The Giants. Wow! All of them are down! Seriously? That's amazing. That was greater than red hairs, but it didn't seem hostile, did it? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's greater than red hairs. Confirming that Shanks is hockey, I mean, we know this, is crazy, is massive. But it didn't seem hostile, which is also interesting. Did they only ever feel Shanks' hockey when it was against an enemy? Like against Kid? That's interesting. Luffy's laughing. Thanks for everything, Iron Giant. Beautiful. Emmett, seemingly, I mean, are those the drums of liberation? We don't see his glowing eyes, so is that like a final thing and now he's dead? Because Luffy's laughing now. We're getting a double page. What is this? Alrighty, let's go while they're sleeping. We're getting out of here. You heard the captains. Let's go, you bastards. We're off to ELBAAAFFFF. Yes! The ship did land beside the ELBAAFFFF ship, right? I forgot that's what happened last time. Didn't end up landing on the actual ship, but that was kind of the panel I was waiting for. The Sunny flying, the ELBAAFFFF ship right there. Now this is another panel. We're off to ELBAAFFFF. It's no longer meet me in Wano. We're going to ELBAAFFFF, baby, with the whole Straw Hat crew. We got a little baby Bonnie. We got Zoro. Still huffing and puffing after Lucci. Just gotta say. Who else was making him huff and puff? It was Gandhi. I'm sorry, he did fight Venus Juro for a second there. You're right. But the huffing and puffing was Lucci. Just gotta say. Usopp, ready. Usopp. I want to see Usopp talking to Dorian Broggy, man. I want to see what he's gonna say. I don't want him just crying. Nami with a shriveled up little Luffy. Sanji going to Vegapunk's body. Damn. So they're bringing Vegapunk's body with them. Interesting. Damn, are we really leaving Egghead? It's crazy to think about. The fact of like where we are in the anime right now within Egghead and then thinking that now we're leaving Egghead is, man, it was kind of the same vibes when like we were getting to Egghead when like Gear 5 was being a thing in the anime, or was it almost? I don't remember. I think it was really close. Sanji, Vegapunk, what you said earlier isn't sitting right with me. Was this all some sort of gotcha moment for you? Hey now, I couldn't follow everything you were saying, but it was pretty outrageous, wasn't it? Sanji actually listening to Vegapunk's speech. Interesting. Sanji's a smart boy. Sanji's the smart one of the group. Egghead 2 weeks prior. I don't know who's talking here. There are some anomalous readings coming from the power station. You can say that again. Monitor for any fluctuations in particle density and neutron flux. So one of them is Shaka, one of them is Vegapunk. The energy used by the Seraphim is meant to gradually increase over time. This could be a grave error if we miscalculated. Wait, aren't these numbers different from our earlier confirmed readings? Yes, and the rate of reaction is increasing too, but the power station seems stable. This data seems to indicate that someone's tampered with the Mother Flame to steal its energy. Every single data point related to the power station has been carefully modified. To pull this off, the culprit has to be... So 2 weeks prior, someone was leeching from the Mother Flame. The energy used by the Seraphim is meant to gradually increase over time. Are we talking York, or are we talking Seraphim? That's where I'm at right now with my mind. Either or. Okay. A Vegapunk? Was it Lilith? I'm afraid the three of us are the only ones with ironclad alibis. Alright, so this is pointing to the York thing. So they were suspicious of York previous to York planning everything. Or it was probably at the same time. And this, 2 weeks prior, is when he recorded the message. Interesting. So he was ready for his downfall, and obviously that's why the start of Egghead was Shaka telling Dragon that he's afraid he's about to be killed. Obviously, because he was suspecting it. And that wasn't Shaka saying that. That was Vegapunk saying that. Like, through Shaka, right? Or Shaka was speaking of the Stella. An amount of energy was stolen. So, we have to observe... I'm just gonna guess who's talking here. An insane amount of energy was stolen. So, we have to observe the other four to determine who is responsible? Especially Lilith. We have to put our brains into offline stealth mode too. That's right. If our memories of this get uploaded to Punk Records, then Lilith... the culprit will know we're onto them. So I like that Vegapunk, because these are his satellites, he really suspects the evil satellite Lilith, which is really funny because I think that's what everyone assumes, right? Lilith is the first one we met, and funny enough, Lilith is the only one that survived and is on the ship right now, so that is funny. 1 week before the present. Attention! I've identified the culprit. It's York. Damn, not Pythagoras figuring out it's York. What? Both of them shocked it's not Lilith. The memories she's been synchronizing with Punk Records are phony. I've also confirmed that the surveillance snails at the scene of the crime were tampered with too. Why would she do such a thing? And my bad, Lilith. Yeah, both of them were blaming Lilith. That's funny. Okay, so I'm guessing the what I read maybe wasn't only Vegapunk speaking about Lilith, also Shaka. I've also found evidence that suggests someone deployed the weaponized sea beasts without authorization. A jamming white transponder snail was also found in our investigation. I know. We can reconstruct the call data directly from our long-distance transponder snail. Zzz. Dr. Vegapunk is researching the Void Century. Zzz. She rang Mary Shaw. No wonder Cypherpunk keeps coming here to snoop around. He's like, this dumb bitch. How could she do this to me? 6 days. Damn, it wasn't recorded 2 weeks. It was fucking 6. Damn, this man did a last minute recording ready to die. He probably recorded it right before the Striads came. 6 days before the present. The kingdom of Lucia has been erased. The details are still a bit foggy, but I have a bad feeling about this. Pythagoras, observe any changes to the sea levels and monitor all wireless transmissions. Yes, sir. Do you think this has something to do with the theft of the Mother Flame? Oh, let me finish this panel. I'm about to say what I'm going to say, because it's obvious. It's obvious. I'm sure of it. Well, he's probably going to say right here. That portion of the flame must have been delivered to the government by one of the weaponized sea beasts. That part I wasn't going to say, but obviously the earlier part about someone leeching energy from the Mother Flame, the rate of reaction increased. This data indicates that someone has tampered with the Mother Flame to steal its energy, and then somehow transported it with a weaponized sea beast. And that was like within the deal that York made with the Gorosei. Shit. And that's how they got to power Uranus, or at least what we assume to be Uranus, right? Because it's ancient technology. So that's how they got the power, and they were testing it out. Shit. Oof. If you'll permit to indulge in pure conjecture, it seems plausible that the world government possesses one of the ancient weapons, and they must have needed the Mother Flame's energy source that York stole to fuel it. We'll see if evidence supports my conclusion. Even if this deduction is sound, it's hard to speak it aloud. I mean, yeah, he's again, he made nuclear technology, basically, but it's being used both for good, what he's probably doing with it, or what he dreams to do with it, and for evil, which is, I mean, the ancient technology isn't purely evil, but it's being used by the world government for very nefarious things, like destroying an entire fucking island. It's my fault after all. Only a fool lets their greed run amok, and I went and personified mine. That's a fucking line right there, dude. Only a fool lets their greed run amok, and I went and personified mine. Shit, that's a hard line. Damn. Is there any benefit? No, okay, Pythagoras is asking. Let's see. Is there any benefit to apprehending York now that we know? No, it's too late for that. York's motives are irrelevant now. They will still come to erase anyone who knows of the Void Century. York already demonstrated her worth to them by rashly handing over the Mother Flame. The best we can do is use that trust as an opportunity to determine their intent for the flame and try to mitigate the damage. Stella, we still have a chance to escape if we flee now. Prepare a boat for the other residents, Caesar. They still have a shot of escaping Egghead. But it'll be impossible for us. The Navy will have issued secret orders to every branch and base by now. The Quasar thing to his speech is so rare. I wonder if it's like stress induced. Because the only other time he said it was when he teleported to the Iron Giant, right? To put the snail inside. Because we know that now, and they might show that here. I like this. I like this. We're ending off Egghead with a very clear explanation to what Vegapunk's mindset was when he found out, when he was about to record the message, basically. Now you can re-listen to the message with a kind of, not really a different perspective, because I think the perspective was pretty clear, but just understanding the mindset. I still would like to have a little bit of a fill-in between the gap of York shooting Shaka and revealing herself to Vegapunk, to then the Straw Hats taking down York. I mean, they already kind of knew she was doing shit, but like, if they really knew, why the fuck wasn't Shaka with York? I'll be honest. Well, like, why wasn't anyone who was competent and knew of York's potential betrayal? Why weren't they set, like, positioned to be with her? That's bizarre to me. Shaka should have been with York. Just gotta say that now, York. He wasn't Vegapunk, smartest guy in the world. Couldn't fucking figure that out. But obviously Vegapunk's worried about the civilians of Egghead. They'll chase us to the ends of the world, and our inevitable deaths will be meaningless. At least here on Egghead, we have something O'Hara didn't 22 years ago. We have the means and equipment to amplify our voices as far and wide as possible. What exactly is the world government? The closer I get, the more shrouded it becomes. If I must die, I will sell my life dearly. Damn. Vegapunk was pissed. So that's an interesting question. What exactly is the world government? He has met the Gorosei in person many years ago, but he probably doesn't know about Emu, right? That's something he doesn't know about. Sabo's the one that knows someone is sitting on the empty throne, but Vegapunk didn't know this. I forget in his speech if he mentioned something about one person being in charge. I don't think so. I don't remember that, but fuck, I gotta reread that whole speech again, because goddamn, it's a long one. It's gonna be like a fucking 10 episode speech, I'll be honest. It might have been a 10 chapter speech, so it's probably 20 episodes. I apologize for wrapping you two into all this. Don't be silly. We're Vegapunks, just like you. We're all thinking the same thing. Oh! Is this how we're gonna get him to survive? Or are we uploading punk records to like an internet? Like, what are we doing right now? Just one issue, Stella. What exactly constitutes death for someone like us? Good point. And then I love that you see the punk records brain in the background. Vegapunk's brain, obviously. The Einstein brain. There is one other thing we must safeguard. Our Cloud Loft technology to manufacture artificial island clouds. It may be pivotal in saving humanity in the near future. Shit, that's a good point. Artificial Skypean clouds would be very useful if the blue sea gets wiped or raises. Not wiped, but it raises. Because then you go to the White Sea. Interesting. Didn't even think about that. That's obvious, right? Everyone's gonna live in the clouds like the Skypeans. Everyone's gonna do a little bit of a Jaya. Huh? Stella, what are you doing here? Oh, is that you, York? You know, same old, same old. Damn, no, she saw him at the Iron Giant. That's crazy. Why the fuck is she there? If our experiments to optimize the Mother Flame allow this thing to move again, It'd be a big breakthrough in creating our ideal energy source. That's right. It'd be amazing if we achieved that soon. Right. I can only pray it never gets perfected. Bro's got the mask soy jack on. 2 days before the present is recording. Damn. Okay, well, that's interesting. So he was at the Iron Giant. But I don't think he was putting... I think he was scoping it out. I don't think he was putting the snail in there. Maybe he was. We'll see. We'll see how this little flashback ends. But it's probably going to end to him teleporting to put the snail in the fucking thing and then Luffy appearing. That's my guess. 2 days before the present. Go ahead and speak now. The recording's begun. Ahem. Mic check, testing, 1, 2, 3. Attention, world. Hello there. This is Dr. Vegapunk, the world's greatest and most humble scientific genius. It's an oxymoron, isn't it? Calling yourself a genius that's humble? Most humble. What we said... Who's talking? I'm seeing Pythagoras there. I'm guessing Shaka's... No, that's Vegapunk, so that's Shaka talking. What we said will come as a shock. What we said will come as a big shock, right? Maybe. But everyone has a right to know the truth. No one will ever expect the transponder snail to be hidden here. My death will trigger the message to be sent out worldwide. The fact that this motherfucker got this shit done 2 days before we came is crazy. My death will trigger the message to be sent out worldwide. We need to ensure that no one finds out till it's too late. An abnormality in our behavior could be a tip-off that spoils our plan. Oh, they're wiping their brains, dude. Erasing our own memories is the safest bet. Facts. And he has the technology, so why the fuck not? That said, there will be consequences. We'll lose all memories related to this matter. Oh shit, well there we go. Okay, my bad. You know, I was talking shit a few minutes ago, but that's alright. Because they're wiping their memories, therefore they can't know that York's betraying them. Therefore, if shit happens, it happens. They die. We'll lose all memories related to this matter. The fact that York stole the Mother Flame. The fact that our lives are currently at stake. Damn, then how did Whoa! Why did Shaka tell Dragon he's about to die? We'll have to suffer through all those bombshells all over again. Indeed. The fear we feel for our lives will be brand new to us. But we have put our countermeasures in place, even if things go sideways. It'll still be our victory. Ta-dum! To be continued. Right? That's the end of the episode. The Memory Mass Research Lab. What are we doing here? This is my handwriting. Good morning, everybody. You'll find that you three have a missing the Void Fortnite. Good title, Oda. The Void. Ooh. Are we mixing Void Century with wiping memories right now? This is Vegapunk's Void Fortnite, but we're talking about the Void Century? Like that. Good morning, everybody. You'll find that you three have a missing fortnight's worth of memories that were wiped of your own volition. A number of things will probably come as a surprise because of this, which is, ironically, pretty amusing. Huh? I will tell you one thing, though. Oh. They found out. That's fun. The world government has found out about our research into the Void Century. Oh, they found out? I have already taken the best precautions possible. You will just have to put your faith in me and die. Oh, and one last thing. Am I really telling myself to go die? Bro said, kill yourself. Ta-da! Well, I guess that's why Shaka's telling Dragon. That's interesting. They didn't tell Dragon before wiping the memory. Huh. Interesting. Oh, and one last thing. Stella! Emperor Straw Hat's crew and Bonnie have just made landfall. What? Cypher Pole is approaching too. What? There's also a naval armada coming to blockade the island. What? Admiral Kizaru and the Elder Saint Saturn seem to be with them. What? I mean, I guess it wiped his memory of that too. So this was when Bonnie and them made landfall. Okay. And damn. I think, didn't they meet up with Vegapunk before the bomb started going off? I don't remember. Before they actually started bombing the island? Right? Let's see. Well, it's probably like a little... I feel like the bubbles are coming, and then it's like a little bit of time, stuff is happening, and because then the next scene is him and Sanji. Okay. After we rescue Bonnie from down there, I think it'd be best if I stayed put. Huh? No. Oh, not the Sanji agenda. Yo. Sanji agenda getting fucked with. People blaming Sanji for letting Vegapunk die. And Vegapunk was like, hey bro, I think it'd be best if I just die. Huh? You'll die? You don't need to help me escape anymore. I've thought about it. Just let me die here. What? Do you have a death wish? Damn, not Oda explaining why Sanji let him die. Yo, that's a... I don't know, is that a plus to Sanji's character for just like fucking letting him do it? What? You have a death wish? Far from it. But I've come to believe that my death will set something important into motion. This is gonna be a big mess. We can't just sit there and watch you die. We've got to do something. One more thing. It's about the One Piece. What about it? Whoa. I want you guys to be the one to find it. Oh, not even telling Sanji that, dude. A little bit of a Vegapunk Sanji moment? Shit. Here's to reuniting with old friends. Kanpai! Woo! We're off. Woohoo! We're off to the land of my dreams. ELBAAAFFFF! Usopp Arc! Hold on. Do this later. Wait for me. Luffy shriveled up. Yeah, ba 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 ba. Yeah. Thinking 2 moves ahead. Chapter 1123 end. It's funny the chapter number is wrong at the end of this TCB translation, but that is okay. Wow. Okay. I mean, it definitely puts the arc in perspective, in a little bit of a different perspective, but I'm really liking this Sanji moment specifically being put into perspective. I would have appreciated that little gap to be filled, because they didn't know it was York. They wiped their memories. So somehow the Straw Hats had to find out and take her down, and a lot of shit happened there. You know, which I hope the anime fills in a little bit. But other than that, I think this was a nice little flashback to end the arc off with. Dude, and there's no break next week. I don't know how to feel that we're going to ELBAAFF right now. Usopp's fucking overjoyed that we're going to ELBAAFF right now. Like, do you understand? We're finally going to ELBAAFF. Like, Wano was one thing. We've heard about Wano since Thriller Bark. Was it Ryumo the first samurai talk, or was it before that? It was a while. ELBAAFF it's been since Little Guard and Dupree Alabasta. The fact that we're at ELBAAFF, I've been reading since Amazon Lily, okay? Just to put into perspective. The fact that we're going to ELBAAFF right now is fucking insane. It's gonna be a ride. There's gonna be a post-Egghead section. You know it. It's gonna be crazy. I can feel it. And then we're going to ELBAAFF. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. Kanpai. See you. Bye.